Hi, this is the summary of the book 168 Hours by Laura Vanderkam. Part 1. In 168 hours, you have more time than you think. Laura Vanderkam redefines the way we perceive and manage our time. She begins with a simple but powerful observation. Every person has exactly 168 hours in a week. Whether you're a CEO, an artist, a parent, or a student, this is the one resource equally distributed to all. The premise of the book is not about doing more with less, but doing more of what matters with what we already have. Vanderkam's thesis is rooted in the idea that time is not the enemy. It's our perception of it and the stories we tell ourselves about busyness that often sabotage our potential. Vanderkam's work is both a challenge and an invitation. She argues that many of us underestimate how much time we truly have. We claim to be too busy for exercise, creative pursuits, or quality time with family. Yet, when people track their hours meticulously, they often find surprising pockets of underused or misused time. To shift this perspective, Vanderkam advocates for the strategic use of time tracking. She encourages readers to keep a detailed log of their activities for a full week, every hour of all 168 hours, to see where the time truly goes. This exercise forms the basis of transformation. By gathering real data about our lives, we can begin to redesign them with intention and clarity. One of the core messages of 168 hours is that people should focus on their core competencies, those activities at which they excel and that bring the highest value, whether emotionally, professionally, or financially. Vanderkam illustrates this through the lens of work and personal life alike. Instead of trying to be everything to everyone, she suggests we identify our highest points of contribution and delegate, outsource, or eliminate the rest. This is particularly empowering for working parents who often feel pulled in countless directions. Vanderkam presents numerous examples of successful individuals who have restructured their weeks to make space for what truly matters, without sacrificing performance or peace of mind. Vanderkam also tackles the myth of the 40-hour workweek, which she argues is both outdated and misunderstood. In many cases, people claim to be working 50 or 60 hours a week, but time tracking reveals a different story. Actual work hours often fall short of these estimates due to distractions, inefficient practices, or simply poor recall. She does not aim to make people feel guilty, but instead uses these revelations as opportunities for reclaiming agency. With clearer visibility comes the power to redesign the way we work. Rather than letting tasks expand to fill the time allotted, Vanderkam encourages goal-oriented time management, focusing not on hours worked but outcomes achieved. In personal life, the same logic applies. Rather than getting caught up in busyness for its own sake, chores, errands, and routines that eat up time without fulfilling us, Vanderkam promotes what she calls time makeovers. These are thoughtful audits and reconstructions of one's schedule to prioritize what brings joy and meaning. For instance, instead of spending 2 hours cleaning every Saturday, a family might hire help and use the saved time for a hike, a visit to a museum, or simply relaxing together. It's not just about saving time, it's about reallocating it to align with one's values and long-term goals. Vanderkam introduces the concept of a list of 100 dreams, a personal inventory of everything you'd like to do or experience in life, big or small. This exercise serves a dual purpose. It helps clarify your desires, and it provides a toolkit for how to spend the time you reclaim. Many people claim they don't know what they'd do with more time, but the list of dreams makes those choices visible. From learning a new language to training for a marathon, writing a novel, or simply spending more time with loved ones, the list becomes a guide to filling your 168 hours with purpose. Her approach is both data-driven and human-centered. Vanderkam frequently references time diaries and case studies from real people, entrepreneurs, freelancers, executives, stay-at-home parents, who discovered more freedom, balance, and fulfillment by applying these principles. She highlights how people with demanding jobs or multiple children still manage to read dozens of books a year, maintain fitness routines, or launch side businesses, not through superhuman effort, but by being intentional with their hours. These stories serve not just as proof points, but as sources of inspiration. In 168 Hours, Vanderkam also makes a compelling argument against multitasking, particularly in the context of quality time with others. She introduces the idea of effortful fun, experiences that might take some planning or energy but yield deeper satisfaction and stronger memories. Watching TV together may be easy, but a family game night or outdoor adventure creates lasting connection. These moments often don't happen by accident. They require scheduling, just like important meetings. Vanderkam proposes that we treat leisure with the same seriousness as professional appointments. The book also calls for a reframing of what it means to have balance. Rather than achieving perfect equilibrium every day, Vanderkam suggests we view balance over the course of a week, or even a season. There will be days of intense focus on work and others with more family or personal time. This flexible model allows for deeper engagement in each area without the pressure to be equally present in all of them at all times. It's a liberating concept that acknowledges the ebb and flow of real life. Thank you for listening. Please stay tuned for next upcoming part of this book.